Let's level with you. Most new traders think they will be profitable in 2 months. The reality is 1 to 3 years of screen time, losses, and slow learning. This video shows the real timeline, the stages, and where most people quit. Here is the honest expectation gap. The beginner expects a straight line up in 2 months. The real curve dips hard for a year, chops sideways, then slowly climbs. If you don't accept this shape, you will quit at the worst possible moment. Stage 1 is the learning phase. You open charts, watch videos, and read books. Everything feels exciting and easy. You have not risked real money yet, so nothing has been tested. This stage usually lasts 1 to 3 months.
Stage 2 is the losing phase. You fund an account and lose money fast. You overtrade, revenge trade, and blow past your stops. This is where most people quit. But this pain is the actual tuition for the skill.
Here is why most quit right before turning the corner. After 6 to 12 months of losses, the account is bruised and confidence is gone. But this is exactly when patterns start clicking. They stop one step before the breakthrough. Stage 3 is breaking even. You stop bleeding money. Your wins and losses cancel out over weeks. This feels boring, but it is huge. Break even means you finally have an edge that is close to working. Stage 4 is small consistency. You start pulling green weeks and green months on a tiny account. The gains look small in dollars, but the pattern is real. This is the first proof that your process actually works. Stage 5 is scaling up. Only now do you add size. You go from 1 contract to 2, from small to medium risk. This stage takes patience because scaling too fast destroys everything the earlier stages built. Now the big trap, skipping steps. Beginners try to jump from learning straight to scaling up. They load size on an untested strategy and get wiped out in a week. You cannot skip the losing and break-even stages. Rushing with size is the fastest way to reset back to 0. A trader with no edge trading 5 contracts loses 5 times faster. Bigger size does not create skill. It only magnifies the mistakes you already have. Look at the account curve of someone who rushed. It shoots up for a month, then crashes below the starting line. The curve of someone patient stays flat for a year, then climbs steadily. Same person, different timeline. Here is the average timeline for real profitability. Roughly, year 1 is losing. Year 2 is break even and small green. Year 3 is when consistency and scaling become real. Some do it faster. Most take longer. Now the honest question. Why do so many quit at month 6? Because the pain is real, the money is gone, and social media shows fake overnight winners. You compare your month 6 to their highlight reel. Understand the survivorship problem. Out of 100 new traders, maybe 10 make it to break even. Maybe 3 reach real consistency. The 90 who quit never post about quitting. You only see the 3 winners. So what should you actually focus on in the early stage? Not quick profits. Focus number 1 is risk per trade. Cap it at 0.5% to 1%. Small risk keeps you alive long enough to learn. Focus number 2 is a trade journal. Every trade gets logged with the setup, the entry, the exit, and the mistake. After 100 trades, patterns show up. Without a journal, you repeat the same errors forever. Focus number 3 is 1 setup mastered. Not 5 strategies, not 10 indicators. Pick 1 clean setup and trade it 1,000 times. Depth beats variety. Most consistent traders make money from just 1 or 2 patterns. Here is the mindset shift. Stop measuring in dollars. Start measuring in reps, setups taken, and journal entries reviewed. Money follows skill. Skill follows reps. Chase the reps, and the profit becomes a side effect. One more brutal truth. If you cannot survive 12 months without profits, you should not be using real money yet. Trade on a demo or trade the smallest size available. Time in the seat is the real currency. So here is the truth. 1 to 3 years, 5 real stages, and 3 focuses. Risk per trade, a trade journal, and 1 setup mastered. Slow down, respect the process, and you will still beat 90% of people who quit.